Hello, we're in the village of Longcot in Oxfordshire, where our son and daughter-in-law live. And we've had a wonderful Christmas, but the weather's still a bit grey. We hoped for some sunshine, but we haven't got any at the moment. But we've had a lovely Christmas with family. And it's now Boxing Day.
And we're out for a little walk after a kind of follow-up to Christmas Day's lunch, some leftovers.
Yes, as much as you can possibly get between two slices of bread, that's what we had for lunch.
And just to kind of show particularly our overseas friends of some of our balmy English customs, this is a wonderful Oxfordshire village. They put silly things on people's roofs, like we have 3 hares. But we're heading down to the church, not for a service, but just for a walk. And we thought we'd catch up.
So the amazing thing on the birth of Jesus is that God and the angels spoke to the shepherds who were out working in the fields with the sheep, and they were the poorest of the poor. And,
doing the night shift.
Yeah, doing the night shift. And something dramatic and amazing happened when the angel announced the birth of Jesus. And at the same time, we have the Magi, and those who are very intelligent, highly esteemed in society.
Very wealthy by their gifts.
Yeah. Also, it was revealed to them by God that there was a birth of Jesus. So the announcement was made to all levels of society, all strata.
Right across the stratas. Yeah.
Everybody was basically equal in that moment.
Equal in the eyes of God and loved by Him. We'll turn to the church, should we, there? There's the village church behind us. So we're staying with our son Caleb, who's just recently moved out to this village from Bristol. And he's just come back from Syria. He works as a cameraman for one of the big national news, global news companies. And he's seen the recent devastation in Damascus, and obviously been discussing some of that. And in this Advent season, as we're looking at the wonder of God in this particular last week of Advent for us, we have to address some really hard questions. See, one of the hardest questions that people ask when we talk to them about faith is, if there's a God, how can He allow so much evil to happen in our world? And actually, we have that picture, that similar picture, in the Advent story.
Yeah.
And you did the reading, didn't you, on that, of how Herod, that once he realized he was deceived, he decided he would kill all of the infants under 2 years old. Why 2 years? Because that was the kind of time period relating to the wise men's visit, which probably means that your Christmas card story and your nativity set with the kings there was probably not quite accurate. And I have to ask myself the question, if God is God, why didn't He just wipe Herod out? Why didn't He, wouldn't a father of a son like Jesus, and with the importance of His ministry, have just completely cleaned the slate so there were no risks, nothing going to kind of interfere with the plan of God? He could have done that. He's God. But He didn't. And so Jesus effectively became a refugee for His childhood. Mary and Joseph on the run with His child. That in itself, an incredible mystery of God. I don't know why that was. God could have completely smoothed the way, got Herod out the picture, but He didn't. Maybe part of it is because Jesus actually came into our humanity and lived with the humanity that we, over the last year, for me, it's been a year that's been troubling with the amount of what I would call evil, but the papers and the media don't really want to use that word anymore, that we have in society. Because obviously if we have evil, then we have to kind of question, where does that come from? And maybe society doesn't want to ask that question. Thankfully for us that believe Scripture, we have the answers to that there is an adversary, there is Satan at work, and he is the source of all evil. There's a wondering God that leads us, humankind, to mystery. but in his essence, why God is God and we are not. That there are decisions that God makes and things that he does and doesn't do that are beyond our levels of understanding of justice and humanity. But what he does say to me is that God actually did fully embrace humanity with all its risks, with all its darkness and evil, even with what we see with Herod.
So the best place that we can be is in God's plan, knowing God's will for our life, listening to God and allowing him to direct us day by day, and knowing that as we trust in him, he will keep us safe and he will look after us. So this is the end of our Advent videos. Thank you for watching, and thank you for those that have commented, and we trust that you've enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll stay in touch with us.
Do whatever on
Yeah.
YouTube, hit the bells and subscribe and stuff, and also follow us on Facebook if you want to keep in touch with what's happening. We are going to be looking back over the last year, 2 years actually, where we haven't shared lots of what's been happening in our lives. We've got some quite interesting, exciting stories and things that we've experienced as we've sought to walk out God's plan for our lives. And so look out for those looking back little video snippets that we put out, and I'm sure you'll be encouraged by them too. But wherever you are and whatever your circumstances, we just pray God's blessing on you, and that whatever your circumstances within, there will be something of the greatness and the goodness and the wonder of God filling your life this Christmas season. God bless, and bye-bye.
God bless. Bye.